Facts. That's all facts, bro. So staying on that level in that conversation, you wound up going to high school, finishing high school,
Yep.
and that was a great feat for you because you damn sure didn't want to go.
No.
So you wound up going to junior college. What made you choose the junior college that you went to? And can you give me a couple of other options that you had? Like you said, you had one in Texas, the junior college in Texas. You had a couple of other you had a D3, and then you said you had
I had a bunch of D3 schools.
Mm-hmm. What ultimately made you choose your JUCO?
I just wanted to get away.
Mm-hmm. Same thing for me. I went to Jersey. I left and went to Jersey. The top West county in Jersey.
Yeah, I wanted to get away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was D3 schools and D2 schools in junior college. I didn't really get much Division I interest because our team my senior year was small, so I had to play the four.
Damn.
Yeah. My junior year we had more size. Pause. So I was playing more of a natural position. And my game didn't really start evolving until I got to college.
Junior college or
junior college?
Okay.
Junior college, yeah.
Same for me.
So high school, I can dunk, I can get to the basket, I never really had to handle the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm a guard height, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't the same height that I am now, but I was a guard, but I didn't never play on the ball. Mm-hmm. So it was either 2, 3, or the 4 position is what I played. I could shoot, but nothing was refined to the point that it stood out like, oh yeah, he does that. He does a little bit of everything, but he's good at that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So everything didn't get really refined until I got to junior college. So back then, you got to be like really nice because it was a lot of good play. Like I said to you earlier, I graduated with Omar Cook, Talib Brown, Andre Barrett. We used to play Talib Brown, and it was just like, there's nothing you could do.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 players you just named literally, I mean, even with Barrett too.
Yeah.
2 of those guys, Talib and Omar, are literally like the cream of the crop as far as New York City guards, right under that tier with Kenny and you know what I mean, and all
Kenny
of them.
Satterfield,
yeah.
Played against Lenny Cook.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I thought he was the best basketball player I've ever seen in my life, outside of Jordan.
Right.
Just because I never seen nobody at that height just move like that.
Doing what he do.
Yeah. My freshman year, we scrimmaged LaSalle, so I was on JV, but I seen Ron Artest. It's another person who was just like, that's not real. You know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine seeing Ron in high school.
Yeah, so I'm looking like, what?
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, like why is he dribbling this well? Like, like size.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. But there was a plethora of other players that didn't reach that max in high school like that, but they were really good that went on to do something with basketball. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So Cliff Von Alt is another person. He went to Erasmus Hall, a public school. Bucket. Mm-hmm. Like a supreme bucket. Mm-hmm. So it was just a bunch. So I was in the mix, but, wasn't really talked about like that in high school. And plus, we didn't win like that. We scrimmaged all the top schools. We played some of the top schools. But then, I'm from New York. We have an arrogant way of thinking as well. Also too.
Really? Tell me more.
We probably think that we the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? Back in high school, definitely for sure.
No question.
Now, probably still the same, but people have traveled and seen players all over places. You know what I'm saying? So we had my junior year, we had a Christmas tournament in Elmira, New York. It's upstate, dry ass city, cold, rain, all that.
Elmira is boring.
It was super boring.
Terrible.
So we played a school from Rochester. People probably have never even heard of it. Rochester, New York. It's right near Buffalo. Called Benjamin Franklin. So we in the stands. They sitting over there. We sitting over here. Arrogant as usual. What the fuck these niggas done? fuck it. If you watching the game before, these niggas probably sorry. What the fuck these niggas are? They catch wind of what we saying. We about to fight in the crowd
Before the game.
before the game. So, game start. Man, they wiped the floor with us.
Damn.
By like almost 30.
That's crazy.
Dumb nice.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first time ever realizing, like, yo, there are other players in the world outside of this city
Yeah.
that's nice as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They had 3 dudes going D1 on the roster. And they were all nice. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I never even heard of Rochester.
Yeah.
Because it's a bunch of schools in Rochester,
Right.
colleges here.
Man,
And the crazy thing about Rochester is small as hell.
Very.
But they got mad schools.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they got mad schools because they got a Juco over there too. Also,
Way up there.
They got it's called Monroe because there's a Monroe in New York City and there's a Monroe in Rochester.
Nigga, Monroe, the Juco.
Yeah, nice.
We scrimmaged them. My freshman year at Juco.
Nice.
Dog, I don't think we scored for probably 6-7 minutes.
Nice, bro.
They was crazy.
Nice.
That was my introduction to JUCO, because like you said, so that same level of thinking, like you talk about with New York, basketball wise,
Yeah.
I graduated in 2008.
Yeah, nice.
Kevin Durant just left from here,
Yeah.
and then we had Lawson, and we had a whole slew of dudes. I had every All Met poster on my wall.
Yeah, man.
To me, I'm like, yo, there is nobody in the world better than us.
Yeah.
Period.
It's like you meet people from different states. It's like dumb nice. But like
nice.
I tell people now, like I was just telling my man, I think like a year or 2 ago, I was like, you know, he was asking me like, you still think New York City got the best high school player? I was like, actually no. I was like, you know, me living in Baltimore, and I don't label Baltimore separate from Maryland like
Yeah.
most people do.
No,
it's,
yeah.
it's the DMV.
Right.
Because it's still in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
I said that area's better than New York. And I will rap New York to the day I die, but I'm a realist.
Right.
Like I told him, I was like, think about it. You got 2 players from this area that are surefire Hall of Fame players in the same position.
Yeah.
Melo and KD.
Yep.
You got a plethora of other guards. I mean, we can have a podcast
Just on
separate. Yes. Of guards, wings that from this area that probably won't even get mentioned that are dumb nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had a player from this area that was the #1 ranked player in the country, Josh.
And then the year before was Will. Well, he wasn't #1 in the country. He was #1 in his position in the country.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, and actually I said 2, 3. Now, this third one may not go to the Hall of Fame, but Mike Beasley, dumb nice.
Stupid nice.
Yo, crazy. So I'm explaining this to him, like, yo, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Like,
Maryland as a
like
whole.
New York got a lot of hoopers, but this area is crazy.
It's wild.
It's crazy. Now, there's other areas. Florida may have some, even though it's known as a football state.
Mm-hmm.
Texas definitely got them.
Cali.
Definitely got them. Chicago definitely got some.
Man, on the low, Cali got him.
Yeah, Cali.
I was looking at Cali one day. I'm like, yo, Cali got some real, like
Yeah.
that SoCal area with
Yeah.
Kawhi,
Yeah.
James,
That's
Russell.
what I'm saying.
That's crazy. Paul
Yeah.
George.
Yeah.
All 4 of them from the same area.
It's nice.
So,
it's just
yeah, I get that, yep.
We had that ignorant mindset back then. Now, as being older and really seeing the world and seeing how nice players are, yeah, you start like, damn, it's players everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to the whole college thing. I actually did a semester at a D3 school in upstate New York. But then I left and I went to the Juco.
Mm-hmm.
So the Juco, the year before I got there, they went to the national tournament. It's in Kansas.
Mm.
So that year I got there, they were ranked 6th in the nation.
Damn.
I mean, it was
And the school was in Kansas, you said, or the
No,
national
the school-
championship was in Kansas?
the national championship
Okay,
tournament.
I got
National
you. Yeah,
tournament was
that
in
year was
Kansas.
in Kansas. That
Yeah.
year, okay.
So we that following year, the year I came, we were ranked 6th in the nation. We had like 5 players being looked at by several schools. I mean, our practices, I mean, we had Louisville come, we had North Carolina come, we had St. Joe's come, and this is when they had Jameer Nelson and Delonte West. Michigan State, Ole Miss. I mean, like every other day, it was a plethora of schools coming to see us.
How was that experience for you? Because I know you was leaving.
I never been around so many college coaches.
Exactly.
So
how
that
did you
was
adjust to
that was new, but I took advantage of that,
Mm-hmm.
which is something that I tell kids now. They weren't here to see me, but you're gonna leave here knowing who I am.
Absolutely. There you go.
So yeah, you're here to see him. Oh yeah, you here to see me? Oh yeah, I gotta go crazy this practice. I could probably chill the next one, and I probably won't chill, but this one I gotta go crazy.
That's exactly why I asked you, because I knew you was gonna say that. Because that's kids got to know that.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, he might not be coming for me.
Yeah, I tell kids that all the time. Like, if you have somebody on your team that's looked at like that, take advantage of that. You may not get an offer from that team, but you don't know who that person knows. Yeah, you know, I saw this kid on this team, kid that we're about to recruit and we're about to offer, blah, blah, blah. Don't think he's on the level for our school, but I think he would fit your school.
Yep.
Still an offer.
Yes.
But kids don't think that way.
Yes.
But yeah, taking advantage of that for sure.
Man.
Because we was ranked so high.
Right.
Like, we had 2 players go to San Diego. Our point guard, if you look, I don't know if you can find it, but our school has the record for the longest junior college game ever in history. It was a 4 overtime game. The point guard had a quadruple double.
Dang.
Mind you, never worked out.
Oh, he was one of them.
Smoked every day.
Big Bud.
Major Bud.
Mm-hmm.
Again, never worked out. Couldn't shoot. Bucket. Bucket.
That's crazy, yo.
He had like 11 steals that game.
And a quadruple double, like
16 rebounds.
11. Man, that's
And like 10 assists.
no, that's crazy. Bro.
Again, the game was long.
Right.
We had like 44.
I don't give a fuck. That game was. I don't care if it was 8 overtimes.
Yeah,
a quadruple.
44.
That's crazy.
And can't shoot. So you know what he's about to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Fast as hell. Can't stay in front of him. Again, never worked out. Like, our class schedules, some people had night classes, but our coach made sure that we had gaps in the middle of the day to either work out or play pickup.
Right.
Preseason. So it was either or in that gap. Either we're playing pickup, and our coach played because he played for the Nigerian national team.
Mm-hmm.
So he was playing pickup with us. We was either playing pickup or we're working out. So that experience helped me because I never been around a real team. And when I say a real team, like, I'm now playing my position because my first year there, the point guard was 6'2". Everybody else was 6'5" and above.
Right. That's
So, starting center, 6'9", 4-man, 6'9", small forward, 6'7", 2 guard, 6'5", point guard, 6'2". We had 2 freshmen come in. We had 3 bigs on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
One came from Germany, 7 foot. 2 freshmen, 6'8", come from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So our team was
Loaded.
Like, yo.
That's loaded. And size loaded.
Yeah, yo,
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like that was an adjustment for me because now I'm on the perimeter mainly.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was like, I gotta work on my game.
Right. And that was that transition, was that from freshman to sophomore year? Is that when you kind of feel like
Yeah, I gotta work on my game.
Mm-hmm.
Like during that year, I was working on my game, but really that off season.
When that off season came?
Yeah, because I actually stayed out there. I didn't come home.
I know how I go.
Yeah, I stayed in Buffalo for the whole summer, and I worked out. It was either we would be on the court or even at a park, because Buffalo had parks too also.
Mm-hmm.
They had little summer leagues. Because back then, a prominent player back then, you might remember him. He went to Pitt, Julius Page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Used to run into him a lot.
Up there at
He was from Buffalo.
He's from that area.
Yeah,
okay, I got
Buffalo,
you.
yep.
I got you.
Yep.
Got you.
So yeah, there was another kid that went to Monroe that was really good. He ended up going to a D2 school. His name was Terry George. Really nice, really nice. But yeah, I had to get my shit together.
Yeah,
I had to.
That transition.
Because I never had to come on screens. I never had to use screens. I never had to do none of that. It was just hoop.
Yeah, you was mid-post and block and free throw
Yeah,
line
and
down.
then
I got you.
it was no structure of working out. 5 pull-ups here, 5 pull-ups there, 3s here, get some extra reps up. I had to do all that, and that was new to me because, like, I'm on a real team. Like our small forward, like, it was because where our school was at, the Toronto Raptors used to use our school for preseason.
Yeah, it's that close.
Yeah.
I mean, people that haven't been there, that Toronto border, that Canada border, Canadian border, it's right there.
Seen Muggsy, seen Vince Carter, seen Antonio Davis. Like, they're using our weight room and the court. Because the court was big as hell, and it had a track above.
Above the court.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they used to come down there, have their training camp there.
That's tough.
Yeah. So that was a dope experience. I mean, seeing Vince, seeing him shoot from half court, seeing him dunking, this, that, and the third. So, I mean, that experience itself, like, kind of like, okay, I need to get my shit together so I can get to some kind of level to do something with basketball. And that's when I started hearing about people playing in Europe and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's piquing my interest.
Right. And you had gotten drastically better between freshman and sophomore year, so you were looking at it like, man, I can do something with this.
Exactly.
And is that when that clicked for you in that summer? Like,
and then I started taking school a little bit more serious. Still was cheating, but I was started doing my work a little bit more, and realizing, okay, yeah, the two go hand in hand. I gotta have my grades together. I gotta be good on the court.